How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Every once in a while, I like to go to the supermarket, and if I see something I've never eaten before, I'll go and get it. Not like pre-packaged foods or anything, but like fruits and vegetables that I've never tried before, I would actually get it and, you know, just try it out and see if I like it or not. Pears, as you know, they're normally green, and this one is actually a made in USA, Star Crimson, and it's number 3118. Apparently you can get a lot of information just by Googling this number and seeing what kind of fruit this is. So here it is. The only difference with this from a regular pear is that it's red. And let's see what it tastes like. So I've cut a little piece out. I'm gonna try this and see what it tastes like. Yeah, it tastes like a pear, and I'd say it's slightly, just a hint of tartness. It's a little less sweet than green pears. It certainly doesn't really stand out. I mean, if I'm blindfolded and you give me this pear and I eat it, I wouldn't think it's a red pear. Okay, so eating a pear is probably not very interesting, so I'm gonna go ahead and juice this with my 1 kilowatt Breville juicer. My juicer's right here. This is a Breville 800 JEXL, and if you're interested, I'll leave a link down below in the video description where to get one of these. Basically, I got this to juice fruits and vegetables. And actually, after using it for a while, I kind of noticed, hey, you know, after I juice it, yes, I get the juice, but I gotta throw away all the contents, all the fiber here, which is actually really good for you. So after I noticed you have to throw away all this fiber that's good for you, it was kind of a waste. And I noticed I gotta spend a lot of time cleaning all this. I started to use this less. However, pear juice is really good, and so every once in a while I would still go back to this machine and juice some pear juice. This is a 1 kilowatt juicer, so it's a pretty hefty one. This machine has 2 speed settings, a low and a high. The low is 6,500 RPM and the high is 13,000 RPM, and then you just press it and it turns on. You press the button, it turns off. It has this locking mechanism thing here that locks the top on this, and you know, the plunger thingy. And when you look at the chute here, this chute is actually 3 inches in diameter, which will fit a lot of apples, but not the biggest of the apples. It's like the tiny apples it'll fit. And then the oranges it won't fit, because generally oranges are bigger than this unless you get really tiny oranges. And generally I like to remove all the skin of an orange before I juice that. And usually I don't even juice the orange, because when you juice the orange, all the peels, all the white parts of the orange gets inside your juice and it doesn't taste as good. So this kind of juicer is the kind that'll tear the fruit and vegetable apart. It'll tear it down here. This is titanium coated. It'll tear it apart down here. And then it'll spin this around, and all the juice will go through this stainless steel mesh. And then it'll go around inside this thing on the bottom. And then it'll drip out of this funnel over here. Apparently this is a one-piece construction, but then you'll notice there's a lot of lip here, so it's kind of hard to clean. So back to the cleaning part. After you're done juicing, you gotta clean out this chute thing. All this stuff goes into the compost, I guess. You got this plunger thing you gotta clean. You got this top thing you gotta clean. I guess I'm not a very good salesman, because I'm telling you, oh my gosh, after you juice for one drink, or maybe you juice for the whole family, you gotta clean all these. That's 3 parts already. And then you got this tearing apart thing that you gotta clean, but you cannot use a sponge here, because when you try to clean with the sponge, it's gonna tear your sponge apart. So what I do is I use a little brush and I brush on top of this abrasive part here. And then you got this thing that you gotta clean, which you gotta go in here, you know, swirl it around, and I mean, it's just a pain. It's a good juicer. It juices things just fine, and it turns out after all the fiber comes out, right, I would try to you know, stick it inside the juicer again, and very little juice comes out. You only need 1 pass, really. So the plug here is pretty cool, because it has this little hole in it, and you can put your finger in there when you want to unplug it. Don't forget, before you juice these things, peel off the little sticker off all your fruits, so you won't be eating the stickers. This one doesn't have it. This one just has 1 sticker. These guys are small enough that I can just stick the whole thing in. Now you put the glass here to catch all the juice. I'm going to turn it on the slow end, and then I'm going to juice it. So it seems like it's not doing anything, so I'm going to try and push it a little bit. See the red juice coming out over So here's a drink, you can see it's slightly red. So here's an aftermath of all this. You see this is dirty, you gotta clean that. This thing, pretty dirty, you got all this solids here that you gotta throw away. No one's gonna eat that. And then we got this thing. I can scrape off the side, but I can't really touch what's here. Don't wanna scrape my fingers. Some solids in here. So here you see after 3 pairs, I get 4.9 ounces of scraps. So here I got an empty glass carrot so that I'm not counting the glass. And now you see I got 15.4 ounces of pear juice. And you see that 4.9, probably 5 because I got a bunch of other stuff stuck to the equipment. 75% of your pear turns into juice. So there you have it, red pear juice, and this is really, really good. You see there's some foam atop and it's settled a little bit. So before you drink it, I recommend to just kind of mix it up a bit. It tastes better that way. See, if I hit it this way, can you hear? It sounds like I'm hitting like something that's like reverberating inside. Somehow whenever I make a juice drink and it makes this noise, it means it's good for some reason. So then it turns into this kind of chocolatey looking drink. Let's just try it and see how it tastes. It's not as sweet as apple juice. Apple juice is really, really sweet. So this is about 15 ounces of juice, and then another 5 ounces of it is fiber that's wasted, you throw it away. So you can count on, if you buy 1 pound, you're gonna get about 12 ounces of drink. So, you know, about like this much. That's a pretty good deal if you consider that when you go to the supermarket, a pound of pears might range from 99 cents to $2 a pound. It tends to settle very quickly and it doesn't keep very well. If you put this in the fridge for even just 10 minutes, it's not gonna taste very good. So you gotta drink it right away and it tastes amazing. So I hope me drinking this pear drink in front of the camera is gonna tempt you to get a juicer, to drink these healthy things instead of buying like sodas, fruit juices even, because the fruit juices in the supermarket, a lot of them just contain sugar. There's sugar and a little bit of juice and stuff. So if you juice real fruits, it's gonna be a lot better for you, even though yes, you gotta go clean up all the parts and stuff. So don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below if you have a question about juicing, and subscribe over here. Thanks for watching.